Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen, this Runic Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Hope y'all are doing well. Happy Friday. It is so humid here today. I feel like, wait, we're in the house and I'm feeling humid. And air's on. I don't think it's that hot. It just feels really humid. But the humidity is good for your skin, so all good. Okay. I'm going to use the Runic Tarot for the reading today. And I hope y'all are doing fantastic. It's Friday. Whew. Made it through the week. I had kind of a rough week. And then hindsight, looking at those darn, readings we've had, mine wasn't like exact, but kind of, it was a tough week. So today's going to be better. So let's get this reading. One more shuffle, and then I'll cut it and get started. Okay, current situation. Oh, Seven of Pentacles. Present influence. Lovers. Future influence. Four of Cups. Unexpected. Six of Swords. Challenge. Six of Pentacles. Strength. Three of Swords. Interesting. Where does this lead? Four of Wands. And Nine of Cups. I'm going to leave it there. We'll clarify those, see what they are. It's interesting, the Three of Swords being in the Strength. Maybe that means there's some kind of sadness over. I think we talked about it yesterday. Some kind of hard time being over. Okay, what is our advice? Is Page of Wands. Let's go all in. Ten of Swords. Something's over. So this has to do with something being over. But it definitely leads to something really good with the Four of Wands followed by the Nine of Cups. And that's really good energy. But overall, I feel like this is like, okay, what is over? The Hermit is after that. So on the bottom of the deck, and then the Five of Cups. So yeah, there is leaving some of that hard energy, leaving it. And I do feel like with the current situation, this is something that you've been working on anyway. So having the Seven of Pentacles in the current situation means this is, I feel like though too, you're finally seeing the the outcome of everything you've been working through or on. And then we do have the Lovers. It is a six. The Lovers in the present influence. So let's go ahead and clarify the Lovers. It's interesting, the Four of Cups, there's still some daydreaming going on, which is fine, right? This is in the future and kind of what your overall vision is. I think that's fine. I don't think it's necessarily a negative card. Not in this reading. I feel like this reading is really positive. But there is something interesting with that Six of Swords too. And I feel like the Six of Swords is what the Page of Wands is referring to as far as your advice. So anyway, I'm getting way far away. So let's do the Lovers. What is this influence of the Lovers in the now, in the present, please? There's that Page of Wands. Strength and Five of Cups. So this has been something maybe that I feel like there has been some disappointment with this, the Five of Cups. This is maybe you received a message or something and you've been really this is a situation you've been trying to be pretty tough on. This could be a choice too, but with the disappointment being there, the Five of Cups, this is someone probably in your life that has disappointed you and you've had to be pretty strong about it. I feel like there could have been a recent message or whatever. That's why it's coming back around. And this isn't necessarily a disappointed energy. This is who this person is to you, and it is about a disappointment. And it does have to do with you've kind of been really trying to be strong through this, and there's just been some kind of disappointment. But I feel like this is something, again, with that Seven of Pentacles, this is definitely something you're working on. It doesn't mean that it's going to stay this way. So this isn't predictive. These are explaining what this is. So if there's been someone around you that you have felt disappointment, or you've really had to either be strong for or strong in waiting, then that's what the reading's about. The Seven of Pentacles, let's do this. What is this in our current situation? I feel like that, hold on one sec. Sorry about that. Okay. I feel like this, well, let's just see. This is, I feel like what you've been working on. I feel like this is saying this is over. Like there's definitely something coming to an ending here. And it could be the disappointment. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, it is Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Yeah, so with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, this is something about, yeah, it has to do with love or romance probably, but also could be a gift. But this energy has just been very slow, and the Seven of Pentacles is also slow. So there's some kind of movement towards you. And the High Priestess, I do feel like this is kind of a calling. So just be really patient with this, because I feel like it ends up really good. I feel like there's something happening here that hasn't been happening. Again, looking at what was clarifying that Lover's card, the disappointment, it just feels to me like there's been that waiting piece. So we have the Four of Cups in the future, and I feel like you're imagining what it could be, or what something could be. And that's what I feel like that's going to be the near future. The next couple of days, you might be looking at this going, how is this going to work? Imagining, even somewhat manifesting it to some degree. I know that that's not necessarily what the Four of Cups is about, but it is about having your eyes set on something and maybe not noticing the other things around you. But I really feel like with this card, there's something about, when I put it down, I felt more of a, not like you being in a disappointed, or like I'm not getting my way. It's more like, what can this be? Kind of looking at it from a different angle. What can this be? Instead of not seeing what is handed to you, you're saying, okay, this is what I have, and how can I do this? So, what is this Four of Cups, please? That's how I'm feeling it. Four of Cups is the Eight of Cups, is the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, there's something about, you're imagining what so what happens if I leave something behind, and recognizing what could happen. I feel like that you're contemplating on, maybe it's good that I didn't walk away. Almost, that's like kind of like the feeling I'm getting with the Six of Wands, recognizing that you can, when I say I wasn't thinking about you can make this into whatever this is you want, right? Like, I don't know, there's something really interesting here. But the Eight of Cups with the Six of Swords up there, I like just feel like it's almost like, how, what happens if I walk away from this situation? And I feel like it's positive, because I feel like you see the answer to that with the Six of Wands. And the King of Pentacles could be someone, or it could be you. And I really got almost the feeling of work here. So this also could be about work. And maybe there's a combination there, and there's somebody you care about at work that's disappointed you, or work has disappointed you. So when we were talking about the disappointment over here in the Seven of Pentacles with the Lovers, it also could be about work. It doesn't necessarily have to be about someone. The clarifying that the Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, that energy, the slowness, the Knight of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles, that also could be work. And the Knight of Cups is not necessarily romantic, but someone that's bringing you good news or might be bringing you good news. So let's look at the Six of Swords. So in the unexpected, there's the Six of Swords. I feel like this is almost an aha moment that you go, I know exactly where I need to go. Let's go. There's something here that's going to spark something unexpectedly, and you know it's time. It's time for me to move towards whatever. Now this could be also be travel, or this could be, well, let's see. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, and there's that Eight of Cups again. 10 of Pentacles. This could be work related. I feel like that this almost feels to me like you're contemplating finding more joy in something and discerning the walk away, the Eight of Cups with the Six of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles is definitely a good place to go. It's a positive. So there's something here that maybe you're saying, okay, I need to change things up. I need to follow my heart, so to speak, and do the right thing for myself. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. There's something here about you leaving something. Um, and it keep in mind, since this is a daily reading, it could be leaving something in the way that you process or think, or um, how you're looking at something. Maybe saying, okay, this isn't working for me. Maybe I need to do this a little differently. Definitely feel like that could be. So we have the Six of Pentacles in the challenge, and there is like this. I feel like the challenge isn't you. I feel like you don't feel like you're getting what you need out of a situation, whether this is work or love. It could be either or. I mean, I take it as it resonates, but I'm getting both. And I feel like you're saying, well, am I really going to get everything I need here? Am I giving more than I'm getting? Um, and or two as well, it could actually, depending on the personality of you, it's like, how can I give more? There might be somewhere where you feel like, I don't know if I can give anymore. I'm not giving, the way I should or what I need to make this, a good situation. There's a feeling to me of the challenge is, no matter what side of the coin it's on, is this situation, it doesn't feel fair to you either way. Like, how can I give differently to make this work, which is putting all of the energy on you, or um I'm not getting what I need out of this situation. So what do I need to make that change? I feel like it's kind of like that kind of energy that but you're putting a lot on yourself with this. When the Six of Pentacles is in that challenge spot, especially with the rest of the cards around here, I'm really feeling that you're putting a lot more responsibility on yourself than you should, because we're not in control of everything. So some things, are going to be what they're going to be. And what we say or do doesn't make a difference, right? Especially if it comes to work, and depending on the company and depending on your position and all of those things. But if someone has a destiny in mind, that's all it is. So the Three of Swords is in your strength. I was just thinking of something. Okay, so the Three of Swords is in your strength. I find this odd. I have to clarify this Three of Swords. I think sometimes when we've been hurt in the past, it's the reason why it's in the strength here is that we recognize that, and that we can use that as a lesson, not as like worried about doing it again. What is the Three of Swords here in the Strength? Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. There's something here where you may get some kind of offer or something, and you have to make a decision, and you feel stuck. So I feel like the Three of Swords is the understanding of having to separate yourself from something. So it's not the sadness. It's not. The Two of Swords is making that decision. The Knight of Pentacles is about that that forward movement. Something is definitely moving forward, but you feel stuck. And I feel like that there's some kind of separation here that might be good in the sense that um, you're wondering if you want to be separate of something. And it may hold you back from making a decision that you shouldn't. Again, that Eight of Swords, like being stuck. So there may be something that happens where you need to make a decision and you pull back a little bit. The fear of being hurt, or the fear of, being separated, or losing touch of something. There's something here that is not a negative. It's a energy that's kind of keeping you stagnant, but it's in the Strength. So I feel like that's where you're supposed to be. So then we have the Four of Wands. So let's get to what is the Four of Wands? What is the celebration? Four of Wands to the Nine of Cups is really good energy. So feel like in the next few days, this is coming around the Four of Wands. There's definitely something to celebrate here. What's the Four of Wands, please? The King of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So yeah, this is someone that, yeah, I feel like you're celebrating. It might be the work you've done with somebody, the King of Cups, or this could be someone you care about. The Eight of Pentacles is all of the work. I feel like with the Seven of Wands, you've had to defend yourself. So I feel like there's some kind of conversation in this respect of, you know, I stood up for myself, and it worked out okay, right? Um, I feel like that. Sorry, yeah, yeah, I feel like there's something here about you standing up for yourself, and you've worked really hard, the Eight of Pentacles, and it's also leading to the Nine of Cups, which your wishes are coming true. Now let's be careful about what we wish for. So I just thought of that, like, don't think that way, Karen. What is the Nine of Cups, please? Nine of Cups. Seven of Swords, King of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah, there's something about a situation where you felt like that something was taken from you, and this King of Wands is going to recognize it and let you know about it. And I feel like there's going to be something that comes in where someone, either work or love or friendship or whatever, that that there is something here about this King of Wands has recognized that something's been taken from you with this Page of Swords is the recognition piece of it. It's the aha moment. And I feel like it's okay to celebrate this, because there's something coming in that says you may have thought on this situation that something was different, or um, you may have, like, whether you actually physically initiated some kind of questioning of a situation, or whether it is happening anyway. You don't necessarily have to initiate it, but you thought, oh my God, there's just something not right here. I feel like that's coming into fruition. I feel like that's what this is saying. That not only it does have to do with your wishes, but it's more about like I just wish this would come to light, or I wish the truth would be told, or I wish, it's something that's very a simple wish. It's not like this grandiose thing, but I feel like with the Four of Wands, that makes it like the celebration that much better. So the Page of Wands is in your advice for today. I mean, I feel like it's just don't overthink something, because the Page of Wands doesn't think before they act, which sometimes is not good. And I don't think it's asking you not to think before you act, but I feel like it's also saying that enjoy your spontaneity and enjoy yourself, as far as don't question everything you do. Like, don't overanalyze yourself and your actions, because sometimes your actions just need to happen, right? Like, sometimes when we overanalyze something, um, let's say we do something, we make a comment at work or to somebody, and we overanalyze. Should I have done that? Should I have not done that? What should I have done differently? And then what's going to happen? Oh my gosh. And I think this is saying it's okay. Don't overanalyze. Sometimes you just need to, sometimes when we spontaneously do something, there's a reason it's spontaneous, not just from our own place, from spirits go is kind of pushing us to do something. It's not always that way, right? Sometimes we just do stupid stuff, but I think sometimes it is. It's a matter of saying, sometimes we just need to be okay and move on and move forward. And I feel like there's also could be some really good messages coming in today. Is there anything else we need to know about today? I feel like there is something very positive happening here. Um, and you may not ever know about it. It's one of those things that could be happening behind the scenes and you don't even know. Tell me more. Tell me three cards, please, for today. The Hangman, the Fool, and the Eight of Pentacles. So there's been something that you've been thinking about or overanalyzing, and I feel like you're saying, okay, so you know how I feel, that the Fool is a lot like the Page of Wands. It's, to me, those have some same aspects, and the Fool saying, let's just move forward, let's go, let's do this. And the Eight of Pentacles is putting that energy in. So I feel like whatever you decide to do, whatever you go all in on, you're going to be doing the work as well. So once you make that choice and once you dive in, that, yeah, there's going to be work. Eight of Pentacles is all about mastering that skill, but you're going to want to. The Fool tells me that, like, right, the positiveness of the Fool jumping in and saying, it's okay, I need to learn this, I need to figure this out. So I feel like this energy is really good. So overall, good day. I hope you guys like this. Let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me. It really does. Take care. Have a beautiful one.